Hi, today I decided to make another video about the CCC repair, and like I said, let's again dreaded CCC repair. As you know, the main problems with these units are blank screen, sometimes it blinks white, stuck BMW logo, rebooting, sometimes all these lights, button lights, they illuminate red and it's draining the battery. At that point I would recommend to disconnect the unit instead of draining the battery. So this unit has a hardware of 4.4, one of the sort of oldest, the ST10 version 5.29. So but it's not the most important part. So this unit was previously repaired, and I also wanted to show you, if you want to send us the unit, please attach something like this. Of course it's a random name, you have to replace it with your own name. So it's all we need from your name, your phone number, and the VIN. Anyway, this unit was previously repaired. You can see it was here by this company, which is bbareman manufacturing. It's an interesting company because they do not very good job, to say the least. Okay, so let's open it up. What you see here is actually cleaned board, even though it doesn't look nice. So what this company did, should have made a video when the board first opened it up, but we fixed it. Took us 12 hours and we fixed it. So what we notice here, that the holder was broken, but it's not a big deal really. We just see it all the time. So what happened is that company, they do very interesting repair business. What they do, they simply put the flux everywhere and they resolder, reheat everything on the board. All the chips they reheat. This, everything, absolutely everything. And the problem is, and if it works, they send it back to the client hoping it's gonna last. But believe me, it's not a joke, it's a serious board. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The problem is when they reheat those chips without reballing it like it's supposed to be done, some balls might gonna lose the contact. That's the problem. Okay, and it doesn't, they think it resolves them. There are lots of balls in here. It's called BGA array, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. It's all BGA. And actually you can see there's the old chip flux is still left here. It's yellowish. This board was cleaned in the rubbing alcohol for hours, so it looks better now. But like I said, they resoldered everything for some reason. I don't know why. They have a feeling that if you resolder everything, it's going to work. It's not the case, guys. Anyway, so this is the board, okay? And it took us 12 hours to fix this board because eventually we had to remove this chip, all these chips, everything BGA, and resolder, because we were not getting few signals. And to tell you the truth, you can see it still kind of looks messy. And is the only option is to actually reball all those chips, because you don't know which chip was actually reheated badly. You don't know which one is. Basically all these chips, they have like internal network and they communicate with each other, and few chips were not talking to each other. So we had to resolder everything. I mean reball everything. Reball, I mean it, reballing. So this actual balls, small balls, 0.6, okay. And this all the chips. This is a processor, the CPU, which is this one. This is the chipset, which is this one. This is memory chips, this one's, and this is also memory chips, also this one's. So this is a Spartan, also was rebuilt. So whole point is that it took 12 hours because we had to rebuild all those chips, all of them. And I wanted to show you, for example, this chip. If you look at it closer, it doesn't have balls, correct? It's just flat. So you have to actually put these balls on this chip with flux and then resolder it. And sometimes it's tricky because sometimes balls, if not aligned properly, they might stick to each other. They have to be perfect. I mean perfect. If one ball is not in place, it will create a problem. Okay, so that's why it took us so long, and to tell you the truth, economically it doesn't make much sense. And if every board was like that, we wouldn't be offering that repair, believe me. If you spend 4-6 hours, it's good. If you spend more than that, it's basically losing money on that part. Okay, So I want to show you another board. Some guy tried to resolder it with the wrong flux, okay, and you can see it removed the clear coat. So even if you put a new processor here, it's not gonna sit well because the balls will stick to each other and create a short circuit. So this is pretty much trash, unfortunately. So I'm just sitting and, you know, after people trying to repair it to save money, whatever, and as a result, nobody wins here. We actually lose. We lose our time, and then we need replacement in other boards. So I'm just saying, like, if you don't know what you're doing, so better don't do that, okay? Because it's really not fun to spend that much time, you know? And the whole business loses the whole point out of it, okay? So as a result, we resoldered, we rebuilt everything, all these chips, put it back in, tested the connection was good, the internal network started working, and the unit started. We were able to update it, flash it, everything went properly, okay? So we're gonna put it together finally and send it back to the client. So what I wanted to tell you is that if we see a good competition, somebody who's doing this board properly, okay, and they lost, we will not say a word. There's nothing wrong with that. We're not scared of competition. I mean, somebody wants to jump in this business, go ahead, no problem. Okay, but if we see the shitty job like that from bbareman, from these guys, okay, this board is not from them. I mean, this was from somebody who saw the video online how to repair CCC, and he used that flux and reheated it, and that's it. So all I'm just trying to say is probably save you time and hassle, and either find somebody who does it right, okay, or don't do it. And I'm talking about those big companies like bbareman, okay? If you guys don't know how this thing works, you know, don't have to scam the clients and, you know, causing yourself problems and us problems. It doesn't make much sense at all, honestly. And you know, you can buy a good flux. Why are you using such a cheap flux? It's not good, you know. It destroys the board with the years, you know. It's totally not a good idea. And like I said, resolving everything is not really smart. If you don't understand how this module works, so there's no point of wasting your time, okay? Well, that's about it. That's what I wanted to show you the reality, how long it takes to repair after repair. And even sometimes the boards which were never opened up, sometimes it takes lots of time to repair. But in majority of cases, like I said, 4-6 hours, it's enough to fix it. This is where the price comes from, you know. It's not like we're trying to make money just because, you know, because we fixed and we did something small. No. Usually it takes 4 to 6 hours to fix one unit, okay? We're not that company who's trying to, like, you know, there are lots of companies like, let's say, Ferrari amplifier or head unit, they will charge you $4,000 just because it's expensive. No, we charge per labor. I mean, the newer unit 2014-16, we charge less because it takes less time to fix it. So that's what I wanted to show you. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.